Hi folks, and welcome back to Taronga TV. My name's Hayden and this is Les. Les is a member of the guest experience team here at Taronga. I work very closely with Les, and Les is also pretty modest, so he's probably not going to expand on that too much, but I'm going to do that for him. Les is our connector to country here on Camaragal land. He's our teacher. We learn from his knowledge, his story and his connection, his spirituality that connects us to this place in Taronga. Les, would you like to welcome us to country, please, mate?
Thank you, Hayden. As a part of our ancient culture and customs, we have to acknowledge the traditional custodians and caretakers of the land we're now upon, the Camaragal. So on behalf of their ancestors and elders and young ones, both past and present, I welcome everyone today on land of the Camaragal people. This week's a special week for us, Hayden. This week we celebrate NAIDOC week, a celebration of the achievements of what our people all over Australia have achieved in the last 12 months, and even prior to that, the elders that did stuff for us at a young age, and now to be able to where we are today. The theme of NAIDOC this week is healing our country, and as a part of our healing our country as a healer, we use the smoke from the leaves as well as our hands for healing, to heal not only ourselves but our kin and also our plants and animals. But the most important one is healing Mother Earth, and to connect and heal her, because without Mother Earth we wouldn't exist. So it's an important theme this year that we all start healing Mother Country again, to get back to where we were, to be able to have a healthy lifestyle again. So these leaves and the hands of healing play an important part, not only for myself but all the other healers, not only in Australia but all around Mother Earth. That should be healing all the time, to look after Mother Earth the best we can. Powerful, powerful words, mate.
Les, tell us about the significance of this location particularly.
This location here is down near our Seals Theatre. At the beginning of the year, after the bushfires, we got a lot of animals rescued and that needed to be cared for after that bushfire, and we did have quite a few animals in here that we cared and looked after and re-released, but unfortunately some of those animals didn't make it to be re-released. So this is a significant spot, especially for the veterinary team that were caring for those animals whilst they were here at Taronga. And the team come forward to me to ask if we could do a tree planting ceremony to pay respect to the animals that didn't make it back into the wild. So on the 4th of March this year, this tree was planted to pay respect and honour the animals that we lost whilst here at Taronga. So it's a very special place for healing, not only for the animals and the plants, but our veterinary team that had to look after all these animals in their care whilst they were here. So that tree represents the healing that we give back to all our animals and our plants as well. So very, very special place this place is now.
The Banksia, an incredibly hardy tree that does bounce back from fire and regenerate. Talk us through the significance of the Banksia in culture.
Banksia plays an important part because we get lots of uses off the Banksia. Those beautiful cobs that you spoke about that need that fire to release those seeds and disperse through the smoke, that smoke again, which then drops into the ground, and that smoke enables that to regenerate a lot quicker and bring these beautiful plants back. So they do play a very important part of our culture. Our little friends, those little feathered friends, those budjongs, those little birds, they like to eat the seeds off there. They're our pollinators. So without those birds and animals, our trees don't exist. So that's why they work in harmony with each other. That's why we've got to heal trees and heal animals at the same time as we heal ourselves and Mother Earth.
You do an incredible amount of healing across Taronga, and we respect that so much, and thank you for that so much. And when we lose an animal at Taronga that's close to everyone, keepers feel it, staff across the zoo feel it, and it does really impact on us, and you really help us through that, Les. But one of the things also, folks, that I want Les to explain or share with us is that we have massive conservation projects going on that release animals back onto country to some communities that haven't even seen that species before, young people or even some older people. Can you talk us through how important that is to culture and community?
Well, one of the projects that we do is the release of our beautiful greater bilbies that come from out west of New South Wales. They have released them already back into the wild, into those safe spaces where they can be seen again. They haven't been, like you said, they haven't been seen out there for a long time. To be able to re-release that, and the families that were involved in that re-release, they couldn't put words into what they were doing. It was such a great pleasure for them to tell us how they felt, but they couldn't put those words of that feeling of to see one of these beautiful animals being re-released back into the wild again. So to see them and talk with them about community and how they were involved with that project of releasing those greater bilbies out west, yet we have a big smile on our faces because we know that community is involved. It's a part of them. It was a food source. As a food source, it's also your medicine, so you're healing with that as well. And to have them back on country and to see the smiles on the families, that's their healing as well. So a part of those projects that we run, like the bilby, as well as the critically endangered corroboree frogs, guruk, down on the mountains, to have community involved now with them as looking after them whilst they're down, and the re-release of those beautiful, beautiful little frogs back into the wild, up into the snowy mountains.
So does that mean that the story telling of those species could come back to community?
Hopefully yes, Hayden, because those stories have been lost for a long time due to colonisation and not looking after. Some of those animals would have been personal totems or family totems, and that's that connection to those little animals and plants that all link into each other. And without them not having those stories, they're not able to heal themselves and the animals that they were looking after for so long. And to see them come back and be re-released in there, I have the biggest smile on my face because I know we're doing something right now to bring that circle back around again so everyone's happy again.
Mate, thank you as always. Sharing knowledge from Les is always just so valuable, and we all harness it, we all take it in here at Taronga. Thank you so much for being with us, mate, and thank you for being part of this, letting me be part of this ceremony in this special place. Folks, you helped us along through that really tragic time with our wildlife as well, and we want to thank you as well, all our veterinary team and all the keepers and everyone that donated to help with our species that were on the brink of extinction, some of them, and were going through really, really tough times. So I really want to send a big thank you to you from Les and I. And NAIDOC Week, get involved, learn about it, immerse yourself in it, understand more, and healing country is so, so important. You never know what's around the next corner. Thanks, Les.
No worries. Thanks, Hayden.
See you, mate.
Cheers, mate.